Hello, welcome inside the mind of Matt. And today I got some 3D printed parts. I got some wood. I said I got some wood. I got some more 3D printed parts. I got 20 pounds of petro sand, and I'm gonna make a casting flask. So cope with me as I drag you through the process. Stay tuned. So I know my box has to be 12 inches by 9 inches, and that's giving me a clearance of 2 inches on each side of my model. So I'm going to try to use as much of this as possible in order to achieve that. So first off, I'm going to measure what I'm going to need for my 90s or my 45s, so I know what to deduct. I need 1¼ inches for that, each one of them. Alright, so I got my wood all cut up. Now, my only concern is whether or not I'm going to have enough sand. There's only going to be one way to find out, and that's I finish assembling this and give her a test. I might have to order some more, but that's just the logistics. So, let me get my screws and my screw gun and finish assembling this. I got the 3D printed parts. They're color coded so I know which side goes with which side. They're going to mount on the side, and it's going to make it as an interlock so that they go in the same spot that I took it out of. So you'll see when I get to screwing them and attaching them onto the sides. So let's keep going. Okay, so here's where my parts that I designed come in. So, one of these is going to be like this. No, like this. Okay. Okay. Now this part will sit on top. There's no left and right, forward and backward movement, period. Both sides lock right in. Okay, so the way this works is the part that protrudes is the second part. Part that's down, go down like that. Put my molded piece inside. Pack it with sand. Flip this over. This part will be up on top like that. Then I match up the colors. Take the other half, match it up, pack it with sand. Separate it. Parts will be like that. I'll have some gates and stuff like that I'll have to cut into the sand. I'll remove these parts. Carefully put them back together. I'll screw it in on each side, which I provided extra holes to fasten it so it's together, and then I pour some molten metal on top of it. So let's do some sand, and then part 2 of the video coming soon, weather permitting. I will melt and I will cast. But if you haven't subscribed, then you won't know when that video comes out. So make sure that you subscribe, hit that notification so that you know when my next video is coming out. And if you like this video so far, make sure you hit that like button. But there's more to come, so stay tuned. Now, one of the other things that I'm going to do though is I'm actually going to tape these together so that they're lined up right, and I'm going to drill a hole down, and then I'll have something to be able to insert inside of each in order to line them up when I do put the top part of the sand part in. So I'm going to do that now. Because this is petroleum-based sand, I'm going to put gloves on so my hands don't get all oily. I'm not sure exactly how this stuff is going to turn out, but we're going to go at it. Now, I couldn't find any baby powder, so I'm going to use some baking powder for my separator. Alright, so I'm all scraped off. Alright, here's the moment of truth. Whether or not it's going to hold, we shall see. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so next part would be match these up, color for color. Screw them into place. Now earlier I drilled 3 holes through, and I found some copper wire fits right through there just perfectly, which will allow me to line up my 2 parts. Apply my parting dust generously to make sure that the parts separate. Well, it appears that 20 pounds is not enough. Now, I will do some calculations on the screen here, but this is a 9 by 12 by 7 inch. So I'll put the cubic inch after I do a calculation right here. But 20 pounds of petro sand is not enough to fill this, so I'm going to have to order this. There was already going to be a part 2 to this video anyways, because I'm going to have to wait for a little better weather to be able to do a melt and cast this. So I'm going to order up probably another 20 pounds, and as soon as that comes in, we'll finish this and we'll finish the second part of the video and we'll do some casting. In the meantime, I'm going to be at Murph, so make sure that you stay tuned for some live streams and some footage from that festival, which, if you don't know what Murph is, it is the Midwest Rep Rap Festival. Coming up next week, the end of March, so stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't, so that you know when part 2 of this video is coming out. In the meantime, check out some of my other videos. Also check out the description. I've got all kind of links that you can save money on your filament, as well as do some shopping, and a little bit of kickbacks happen to the channel, and it helps me out, and maybe it'll help me pay for some more of this Petrobond sand. So anyways, don't forget to hit that like button. Keep on coming back, because there's going to be more inside the Mind of Matt. Happy printing, be safe pouring.